Well, let's talk some business now. The federal government seeks increased national savings into the capital market. This was disclosed by the Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, at a meeting with members of the Capital Market Master Plan Implementation Council in Abuja. Zainab Ahmed says the government is willing to set up a national savings committee that will make recommendations on ways to mobilize savings to grow the economy. She urged Nigerians to imbibe the culture of savings and participation in the capital market as a means to grow the Nigerian economy. ECOWAS single currency will debut in 2020, but will with selected countries. This was revealed in a just concluded ECOWAS seminar in Dakar on the challenges and prospects of the ECOWAS single currency. The Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Mustafa Siselo, said the single currency will make it possible to lift the commercial and monetary barriers, lower the cost of transactions, and spark up economic activities in the region. The forum urged all stakeholders to implement the revised roadmap on the single currency. The ECOWAS Parliament also requests the authority of heads of states and government to take a firm stand regarding compliance with the 2020 deadline for the establishment of the ECOWAS single currency. China and Lithuania had to invest heavily into laser-based equipment in manufacturing. We have details in this report.
China and Lithuania are ready to increase cooperation in the laser industry. The Lithuanian ambassador to China, Ina Masiolonte, during a visit says she is keen on the country's reform as it might bring more business opportunities to Lithuania. The country plans to conduct several marketing events in different cities in China to promote more cooperation between the two countries.
We see a lot of potential in China in laser technology. Market is big and is expanding, and even smaller companies that did not come to China yet, they see a lot of potential in research development in different fields of related to lasers.
Since 2015, China has seen more agreements signed on imports of seafood, dairy goods and frozen beef from Lithuania. The General Administration, China Customs, has planned to send a team to check the qualifications of manufacturers of beef production in Lithuania. Mrs. Masiolonte said her country has kept a close eye on the two sessions for related policies on its beef exports.
Important how we could fast introduce our goods to Chinese market, and we will see what kind of new rules or new reforms will be introduced.
Then we also hope that this year we will get permission, the certificate, because the final stage already to export our frozen beef to China.
China is currently Lithuania's biggest economic partner in Asia, with bilateral trade continuing to grow fast. China's annual session of the National People's Congress and the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference are currently taking place in Beijing, and the gathering will provide opportunities for legislators to offer opinions and plans for the country's future.
While Norway's $1 trillion sovereign wealth fund is expected to cut some of its investments in the oil and gas holdings, the move is to diversify the nation's wealth away from oil. The world's largest sovereign wealth fund owns $37 billion of shares in oil companies such as Shell, Total, and others. And selling its shares means it will not rely on oil prices. The Norway's finance ministry said oil will still be central to the country's economy. Well, this Monday, let's tell you that crude oil price attracted $65. That's per barrel in early trade. The benchmark European Brent looks downwards, indicating dealers' reluctance to pay higher price for the brand. American investment company Goldman Sachs believes that OPEC and its allies will be able to rebalance the oil market in April, taking away excesses supply loads. Well, that's business at this time. It's time for newspaper review. Mike is standing by.
Thank you, Tolu, for all of that. Let's get straight into the headlines now. Let's